Dramatic reveal. This is a box I got today. Magic cards. That's my hand for size reference. Quite a big thing. Obviously covered my address with some cards because I don't want people robbing me. Not that, I mean, are people going to rob me? Anyway. Adam. I bought a collection from Adam before and it was a lot of stuff. And I've bought some more stuff. So we'll open it and talk about it. That took way longer than it should have done to open up. That was ridiculously packed. I'm British, so now I've done a lot of hard work. Have a nice cup of tea, because culture, that's what we do. I've not actually opened this yet, so this might not be open. Well, it looks open. There's a bag. There's a bag. I got myself... my mum's going to love that. It's a bag for life. Sweet, she's going to put all manner of bullshit in there. There's some kitchen roll. There's another bag. Oh, this bag's got stuff in it. Yeah, so Adam sent me a collection before, and the collection was... it was Modern Masters foiled out, and Eternal Masters foiled out, and the Budget Standard foiled out, and I sent him about £4,000, and the collection that he sent me was worth about $7 grand or something like that, and he just told me that he got to the point where he was addicted to opening magic cards. Oh, expensive foils. He was addicted to opening magic cards, and he wanted to sell out because it was affecting his life, and he just wanted to be done. That's not an expensive foil, is it? So yeah, I think I gave him a lot of money to get to sell me his magic cards, and it kind of feels like he's put it back into buying more magic cards, because I definitely bought him out of magic last time, and this is an awful lot of stuff that he's got back. I'm gonna unpackage more of these, and we'll be back very briefly. Look, it's a heavy duty bag. Oh, thank you. Suppose to keep you updated on the situation. This is Battle Bond Uncommons. This is foils, rares. I've emptied the entire box, and all these cards are just a jumble of so many things. Like for instance, we've got full art of Zendikar lands, Iconic Masters Value Uncommons, Mythics, rares, foil Uncommons. There's just this. We got to Oath Mythics. Do you know what I mean? They're all so mixed up. So I'm going to spend some time sorting them all through, and then we'll resume. But I mean, I suppose let's get the spice out of the way. I've not opened this yet. I just assumed that this is where the cards that we talked about would be. So I gave Adam £1,000 for this collection, and there's 2 foils there. Nice. By my reckoning, by selling all these expeditions, that makes £1,000, but I can't quite remember what the math is on them. But Jace's Spellbook, there's not a great deal of money there, probably like 50 quid with the foils, because there's 2 sets. 50 quid, whatever, like 60, 25. Strip Mine's worth a lot of money, as is Flooded Strand, obviously, in Vedic Catacombs. Literally, once I've shifted these, that is, I think it's 800 and something back, which is the majority of the money that I spent, and the rest of it is just value. Obviously, this kind of collection, which is just jank after jank after jank, is not a collection that a lot of people would buy, because once I've sold all the value, I'm just left with all this stuff. But if you can be bothered, if you're the kind of person, if you're the kind of person that can be bothered to sit down and, list all these things and sit on the fact, I'll make the grand back that I spent very, very, very quickly, and then the rest of it is just, like little trickles of revenue here and there. So yeah, you can, I don't know if you've figured from the cards that we've shown so far, but a lot of this is both of the Gatewatch Battle for Zendikar, Iconic Masters, and Battle Bonds. I think last time I bought the collection from Adam, all the cards that he got were Modern Masters and some Standard, and it looks like, yeah, I can feel cards falling. It looks like this is essentially the same, with some more reserve list thrown in. I got a Jusm Gin from Adam last time. I've not sold that. That's sitting in the collection. These will probably stay in the collection. More Jason Spellbooks. More files. So yeah, not the kind of collection that a lot of people would buy, but it seems worth it to me. Like I say, that's probably like 1003, 1004 right there, and then the rest of it is just whatever you can make from it, which isn't probably going to be a great deal. But I mean, I'll probably walk away from this with like 700 quid or something. It's pretty cool. So we'll do a wrap up. That's a lot of Planeswalker emblems. I think Adam cracked a lot of stuff. This is every foil uncommon and common. I mean, a lot of these are former standard, but most of these are iconic masters. And if you consider that every card that he cracked means an iconic masters pack, I'm pretty sure he's cracked a couple of crates of iconic masters again, because I definitely do still have 2,400 iconic and modern masters foils. These are all iconic masters rares, jank rares, jank mythics, essentially. Although some of them, you know, not everything's jank, but I mean the majority. This is Oath and Battle for Zendikar, mythics, rares. There's a lot. That's the stuff that he's not bothered to resell. So if you think about the system of how he was doing it, was buying a crate or two, opening 6 booster boxes at a time, selling everything that was of value, and then, well, obviously besides the masterpieces, and then going for more. So yeah, this is, if you take every card there as a pack that he's opened, you can kind of see the, you know, kind of imagine the volume of cards that he's been through. These are foil rares, nothing particularly exciting. They're mostly Oath and all jank. At the back is Battlebond rares. There's an amount there. There's so many Archon of Valor's Reach, which I think is an amazing card. I kind of wish that it was, well, I wish it was modern legal because I built a deck around it. I think it's great. Moving on to all this is full of, so this is a better idea. So every packet of Oath and BFC that Adam's opened, there was a land in it, and all those are lands. That's like, I think fat packs hold about 500, and then that's also all land. And then this is value commons and uncommons from iconic and Oath and all the other things. You know, there's a lot of cards that are 20, 30, 40, 50p, which goes back to the thing I was saying about, like, if you can be bothered to sell these individually for what they are and what they're worth, money, you know, like, so much money for anybody that can be bothered. Whether or not I can be bothered, well, we'll find out. Oops. Oh shit. Foil standard rares. I mean, standard for like 2 months still. These will be the stuff that I try and shift first. It'll be a pittance really, because it's just standard nonsense. Yeah, standard uncommons and stuff. I think Adam's had a fair run at Core 19. As this is what I've got from him in terms of, oh, it's all falling away now. This is what I've got from him in terms of like Core 19 stuff that's of no value. Well, not of no value, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't need this stuff. Anything I don't need is getting shifted very quickly to try and recoup some of the money. But it looks like he's had a couple of booster boxes with stuff, because that is some spice right there. And this is all just classed under stuff that he couldn't be bothered to count up after he'd gone through the binder. I obviously realised when I went through the binder again for a second time, there's a couple of value cards floating around there that I totally forgot about. So yeah, like I say, the value is the binder. The binder is the money that I've spent and then some, and then everything else is just bonus on top of that, which is great.